What is this one again? Defenders, Inhumans, Thunderbolts there. Hey, man, how's it going? I know I need to open your email. I'm sorry, I'm really bad about that. It is the least professional thing about me, and I'm trying to get better. That'll work. There we go. Short and sweet. Infuriate is such a stupid, stupid mechanic. Anyway. Was I one of the Elite 33? Oh, wasn't that post talking about the 33 people who died the most? Did I misunderstand it? I think I remembered correctly. Hey, Wolf, how's it going? Stop throwing heavies and throw a special. There we go. Hey, Cyber, go bird. That's an excellent choice, Cyber. She's so good. Sig 40 Maw or Sig 40 Wicked? Uh, I've definitely given this answer before. I'm not saying to you or that you were here, but I think I stand by it. Maw if you feel like your deck needs more defenders, Wiccan if you feel like your deck needs more attackers. They both can go both ways, but that's definitely how they line up, in my opinion. Hey, Adam, how's it going? Yeah, she reacts really well to a lot of nodes, Adam, for sure. Oh, right. I was gonna try this with Carl. I forgot I was at the boss already. Well, she certainly makes light work of it. She certainly. Good lord. I know that's boosted by the crossfight charges, but still. Alright, let's try to remember to use Carl this time. I know that's not punishable, but I wanted to try. Hey, Snoops, how's it going? Nice, Joey. Welcome. Okay, that was not my best. Let's do better here. I don't remember the post saying her damage in short fights wasn't supposed to be flashy. She was explicitly tuned to be good in short fights. You can argue that that was a mistake, but that was what Balance agreed to. She was just tuned to be less flashy than Stealth Spidey and Hitmonkey. She obviously takes off in longer fights. But the 2.5 is obviously just an error, right? Like, that's taking into account her ease of use when it shouldn't. It should be a damage rating and then a separate, unrelated ease of use, and then you should decide how you feel about them together. Um, that was a decision we didn't really have down clearly then. I do, Jackie. I am aware of that information, yes. No, never ask me for news that hasn't been announced, Jackie. Never. Hey, Robert. Next rank 4 in Ascension, Human Torch, Archangel, Kingpin. I mean, they're all kind of in the same category for me. Things I ban if other people have bigger ones than me. They're just kind of, they're not really specialists. So I don't feel like they solve specific problems all too well in a deck. They're just damage hoses. And then Kingpin is sometimes a good defender. They're all good choices. 5 and 10 roll charges in raid make a difference, or as long as there's roll charges, that person's good. As long as a person has their own roll charge, then they can access the super damage. But what matters is that you want the other two roll charges to be high as well, so that the damage that you access is boosted. Like, if your charge is at 1 and both of the others are high, that's what you want. That's when you do a lot of damage. It's also fine if yours is high and theirs are also high, but that's what it comes down to. Craven on this path is very rude. I'm just going to use Hawkeye again. I know you're just asking, Jackie, but I do want to, like, and I get that you understand, but I just want to ask, like, what exactly do you think is going to happen there? Did I'll just, like, leak something that's unreleased now? Then everybody will know tomorrow. And then I'm in trouble with marketing and econ and a whole bunch of other people. Like, that's not good. Hey, Matt, definitely soon. Want to finish up this season of war videos, though. It's been a little bit since I've been fully on top of those. Yeah. This comes up from time to time, Jackie. I just wanted to ask the question in part to, like, show from my perspective and also for anyone else listening. Nice, Matt. That's awesome. It is legitimately refreshing to hear people appreciative of strong defenders. Whoops. Come on. The VFX and HUD spam in this fight is breaking me. Yeah, I'm very excited for Crypt Rewards as well. Am I allowed to talk about the Summoner's Choice champion I'd like to see in the game the most? Yeah, I mean, this is a fairly level playing field. I think it's obvious Blob is like the I don't want to say the favorite because I don't want to assume conclusions, but the favored one if we're talking like betting. Um I think any of them could be interesting. I personally am leaning Black Tarantula. I think that would be cool. Generally a fan of more Hispanic characters in the game, for one thing. Um, we've been making some strides on diversity overall, but less so there. Yeah. There was... What are his powers again? I'm looking it up right now. I'm sorry I don't have things set up quickly to switch over to the game, because then I would show this. He's basically just very strong. Superhuman everything. He has eye blasts, so you can bet that would show up somewhere. And healing. Possible immortality. Oh god, I'm sure people are going to be really healthy about that. But yeah, he would be my pick. I think there's a lot of really cool ones, though. Yeah, as you can see, my Absorbing Man's ascended, and I am a big fan. Whoops. Although I am about to really misplay this. There we go. Good practice. Don't assume things, J-Bunch. J-Bunk. I'm sure there'd be a belly bump animation somewhere, but that doesn't mean he'd be Kingpin. That, like, there's... They're different classes. They would be very different. Archangel doesn't punch above his weight quite as much as some people with Archangel think he does. I've definitely won rounds against him. The same is true for Torch, though. Like, there are ways to draft around both of them, and so therefore ranking and ascending both of them does benefit your deck. I think it's just kind of like if I have a lot of other good science champs like Titania and such, I'm less concerned with Torch. If I have a lot of other good mutants or other ways to deal with certain problematic things that Archangel answers, then I think I am probably less interested in him. I may have misspoken that, but I think y'all get me. I really hate consistent combos. Okay. Is Venture Bros Marvel, Adam? It's not something I'm familiar with. Further along the yeah, we'll talk about the classes. I do know what the classes are. They've been mostly speculated decently accurately, but I've seen a few mistakes. I have nothing against Viper. She could be cool. I mean, I generally prefer to play a little more coy with classes on this kind of stuff if they could be multiple things, but like I think it's pretty safe to confirm Blob is mutant. He's literally famous for being in the Brotherhood of Mutants, right? Yeah, I hope that that wouldn't be the direction we take with all the animation snoops. I'm pretty confident it wouldn't be for the kit. Way overkill. Yeah, it sounds like we probably don't have the rights to that then, Adam. Out of the ones I didn't work on, who's my favorite 2023 champ? I mean, it's an awfully good year. A lot of champs I really, really enjoy. Viv is definitely one of my favorites. Yeah, Quicksilver is definitely my favorite of the summoner's choices at the moment, but he took a while to grow on me. And Gladiator isn't finalized. Yeah, I think Ruby Thursday would be very interesting. I almost don't want Ruby Thursday specifically because, well, I think that we probably have it capped out. I'm like moderately worried. What am I looking for? I'm moderately worried that the Summoner's Choice doesn't have the support for the art department that we want. Okay, we do want to go to the specials too. I was just seeing if I might be able to shortcut this one. Ouchie. That was stupid, though. His his medium feels weird to me, I'm not gonna lie. It gets me at times. And obviously, snap lights are never fun. What the heck are you doing, dude? You know what? I forgot about that. That's okay. That's what this is for. I don't really like ranking, Matt. I'm sorry. I already answered once, but I don't enjoy those questions. I'm gonna bow out of that. Like, remember, these are literally my colleagues, for one thing. I didn't find ranking particularly interesting before working for the company, but especially now, like, no thank you, I would not like to rank my coworker's work product for the year. Hey, John, how's it going? Yeah, pretty much what Joey said. I imagine Ruby is somewhat complicated, and we're not capable of putting out like an absorbing man every month for from the perspective of the art budget. I did not scout, and this could potentially be a problem. No! This is always the worst. Whenever you fight Nebula with a robot, there's always a point at which she just dashes back and holds block. Yep, there it is. All of my abilities are gone now. I hate you so much. I'm just quitting out. It's not worth it. I was hoping I'd be able to get through it before she decided to just be evil. And yes, I'm well aware that she is shock immune. I did not scout for this. I'm not bringing Ultron after that last one. What just happened there with Neb? She dashed back, held block, and gained 5 of her electroshock charges, at which point she turned off all of Viv's abilities. Which is a thing I know, but I don't scout EQ path, and I just happened to bring somebody who's shock reliant and 2 robots. So, is what it frickin' is. Why don't strikers count for consistent combos? I know why, because they're not increasing combo, but it's still very annoying. Wow. Wow, Matt. Not cool, bro. Hmm. How do we finish the war season? Top 10, not top 3. Our attack bonus wasn't that good. We would have needed a couple people to lose or get docked, and we lost to those people. We had the opportunity to beat a couple of. I guess actually we did beat one of them, but it happens. Very happy with top 10 because the beginning of this last season for us was rough with a capital R. They're relatively rare-ish, but yeah, there are a couple niche things where it's not bad. Go back in time and be luckier, Slay, pretty much. Strike back is so rude. Why are you waiting on the crypt rewards, Jason? Oh, for your selector? Okay, I guess that makes sense. Good luck then. What champs did I enjoy playing when I first started playing the game? Dude, I started playing this game within the first few months that it came out. I enjoyed, like, pre-buff Winter Soldier. Yes, Winter Soldier has been buffed. Like, I remember early on I had both Gamora pre-buff again and Drax also pre-buff. Four stars weren't really available at the time. Once they did become available, then Ultron again pre-buff and Yellow Jacket again pre-buff and Magneto House of X again pre-buff. Were I think my first rank four stars. It's been a long time, dude. Yeah, Drax was buffed. He didn't used to have double hit mediums. No evade for you. Hey, Nier, how's it going? Have you always had that logo? I like it. How do I get the champions? I design and I assign them higher up and assign goals. So it's I've explained this before, but it's a little bit of it's not quite as rigid as that, but I don't have complete control. Basically, there are people at the company, like a council feels too formal, but there's a group of people who decide who's coming to the game and when. They place them on the roadmap for the year, and then we have meetings where we basically go like, "Hey, we haven't assigned this build yet. There are these two champions. Like let's say Kate and Viv, for example. There are these two champions. DLL, Mimic, and one other person are available. Anybody want anybody?" And we work collaboratively from there. And basically, like, Mimic goes, I mean, I don't need to take Viv, but I have some cool ideas for what I'd like to do with the tech. Um, and also, he had just built three skills almost in a row. Um, and I was like, I very badly want to do Kate Bishop. And so we were both like, cool, shook hands, and then off we went. And it's normally something along those lines. We then later have meetings where, as a team, we talk about. Well, we have two different kinds of meetings. We have meetings where the whole team talks about like where we want the classes to go and what we want to develop and evolve within the game. We also have meetings where like the person assigned a champion comes and says, these are the RPG mechanics and some rough drafts of abilities that I've been thinking about giving them, and then the team gives input and that kind of stuff. Everything is very collaborative. Whoops. Ouchie. I don't know what I was doing there. Yeah, like somebody pointed out, it wasn't just the animation change. He also didn't have bleeds on basics. Characters were really bare bones back at launch. Nice. I don't remember noticing it before. It's a good logo. Used Dormammu a lot back in the day. I don't think I ever got to the point where I was using him a lot, but I definitely remember using him a bit. Nice, Jason. Congrats on Masters anyway. Hey, Mom. Can rank anyone in every class but Cosmic. Yeah, I get that. I definitely wind up in those places. Yeah, what's up, Antrasis? That was dumb. I don't know why I did that. There we go. There's the big degens. Yeah, it's extremely collaborative, Gunner. Like after that point, we do first paper designs, and those get several rounds of reviews. Then we do playtests, and those get several rounds of reviews. Yeah, Gamora's incredible. You're definitely allowed to not like her. She does so much damage. Glory Store did get better recently, Cyber. Ooh, easy game prepared today. Whoa! Excuse me. Hmm. I think I'll decline to answer that, Min, because it's yeah. I'll decline on that one. All right, let's practice Carl again. We know that Crossbones can do it well. I don't know why I did that. Okay. I don't think undo works if you've already picked the boost in Trasus. I hate this node so much. Yes, the glory was a bug and has already been fixed. Dang it. This fight is just boring. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say it. Like, it's not hard. There's the escalating threat, but I don't think it's possible to make an interesting fight around consistent combos. It's just too bad. I have no idea, Bluey. What is what meant to counter consistent combos? Yeah, it's supposed to give you something to think about in the fight and like make it that much harder to manage, but I don't know. I've just always hated the node because most of the time what it makes it harder to manage is doing damage in a reasonable time frame. Like I think it makes significantly more sense in Necropolis for the Strife and Spot fights because both of those characters it's like doing 5-hit combos can be dangerous because of the abilities they have. So I do find it interesting there. Here, though, it's Daredevil Hell's Kitchen. There's nothing going on. It's just slowing things down. Ouchie. Excuse me. I'm not too concerned personally, John, with what color a title that was only ever made available to one person is. So I'm sorry, I'm going to decline to sign your petition. The title, or the Necropolis title, could be funny, I'll grant you that. Ah, that was 100% a lag spike as he was charging. It's available only to Brian Grant unless Brian Grant extends the challenge to someone else, in the words of Kabam Crashed. And Trass's. See, you done threw off my combo, man. Why is your response to this, should I just leave the alliance for this week? Like, are you really that cavalier with what alliance you're in? If somebody left our alliance over a mistake like that in a free week of a brand new event where bugs should be expected, and it's not even a bug, it's just a mistake. But if somebody left my alliance over that, they would not be welcome back. I don't think it's the doubling he's concerned about, Slay. I think it's the idea that because someone doubled the wrong way, there's one role missing entirely from that particular section, which is pretty rough. It's definitely a bad mistake, if I'm understanding correctly. So one person makes a mistake and your response is to leave the whole alliance? I don't follow there, dude. Slay, be nice. Tempted to time out for that one. Different languages. I don't know, Rajat. I haven't done the math on it. Okay, okay. Fair enough, Slay. I just sorry, Antrasis, for throwing this at you, but punctuation has never been your strong suit. I was trying to say that you should be nice about that. And yeah, I don't. I forget if I already answered this, Snoops, but I don't know. Wasn't my call. What I started to say, Rajat, is that like you literally might get better rewards, like more consistent rewards, by just playing Map 8 for free that whole week. Yeah. Like I think one person will probably get better rewards from the chest. Maybe two or three. But I think overall, if you can't handle a raid across a full battle group, you're probably better off just playing a higher map, which remember is now free during that week and getting the boosted rewards. You will get to collect the glory when you do fight John. Higher milestones were disabled, but like the event was left alone up to milestone 26. I think that's the one. But like you'll get the glory. You'll just have to fight. The revives expiring is definitely a problem. I would probably recommend you just go for it, honestly. Alright, let's keep chat non-combative. Thank you. Why does it count specials? Sorry, I hate this node so much. Have I mentioned it? Well, that works. I mean, in fairness, easy. You can't know somebody's family history, but that's also why I personally elect not to joke about strokes. Except for when I literally smell burnt toast. I think that one is funny enough to make it worth it, but don't claim to be the final arbiter of taste. If your alliance isn't working, then leave Entrasis. But like it just doesn't come across that you yourself are a great alliance mate if your first thought when somebody makes a mistake like this is, so I should just dip for the week, right? Sorry to be blunt. Oh, I glazed over when I read that dot because it was traumatic for me. It's complicated. The short version is just that's part of why I hate the node so much. Do I know the max for raid tickets? I do not. Yeah, I get that, Joey. Context matters. I'm not gonna go into it more, Min. It's just profoundly unfun. Okay, bring Massacre, continue to practice, bring science champs. What are the ones again? That's right. Power, sting, slow, weakness. Cool. I haven't really played with Jessica in a while. Let's try that. Now Slay is actually trying to trigger me. I don't know what you mean if it works like a Q, though. AQ is a rather varied game mode, and I need a little bit more to work with than that. Take care, Dot. Yeah, I think you have to be in the Alliance for the whole week. The same way that the Alliance has to enlist for the whole week. I saw a few run into that problem. Gotta read the forum posts. I think it might have been in a message, too. I don't know. It happens. I recommend the forum posts in orange text, Freddy. I understand the problem, Antrasis, but I don't think anybody here can help you. Mm. Hey, welcome back, Wolf. I think you're missing the core point of the node, Antrasis. Like, it's possible that certain aspects of the of exactly how the thing works will change, but the point is the coordination. The point is for this to be a social mode. It is not going to change such that you, without any cooperation with anybody else, can solo the whole thing. That's not the point. Right? Forgot about the last hit. That's on me. Why would you have to stay up late, Wolf? Are your teammates only busy late? Is that what you're saying? Because then, yeah, that is a problem. I mean, that's like saying that raids in World of Warcraft don't work out because some people can't handle them. Like, I don't know, Antrasis. It's there's definitely things to fix about raids, but I don't see that core thing changing. I hope not, John, because I definitely have not paid attention to the side quest yet. Fair enough, easy. Right, he has the true strike. I don't know why I tried that. Alright, come on, buddy. Not my proudest moment. Throw it. Thank you. My answer will be Blue Marvel until he shows up, Matt. And Tracis, let's not go there. You're coming very close to me putting a moratorium on this. Like, you don't have to insult other people because they can let go of frustrations. There we go. And Tracis, we've talked about this before. I'm gonna soft recommend, honestly, that you do something to limit the availability of your credit card on your phone. This is not the first time I've heard you talk about I spent a lot of money and then I got really angry and I realized I shouldn't have spent a lot of money. And that's how you get into trouble with games like this. Orange subject line forum post for the win. Glad to hear it came in handy. Yeah, raids definitely is not perfect. Like I'm sorry for everyone who hasn't gotten the max rewards right away from this first time. But I want to reiterate there is a reason that this first week is free, right? None of us are surprised that there are problems. We'll work on them, we'll iterate. Rank 5 future Ant-Man who is ascended or rank 2 Duke Chavez. I would take up Chavez. When in doubt, invest in the 7-star, and those two are close enough to equal. I think it's fine to just go with the 7. There are certainly 6-stars I will take up over the 7, but if they're even close in quality, 7s win. We have had terrible, terrible power sting luck. There we go. I have definitely not mastered Kindred myself. I can handle him fine in war, but he still spooks me in Battlegrounds a bit. Will there be an infographic of possible rewards? No. The team is making the conscious decision to not reveal that stuff. I mean, there's a good chance that Cat will eventually put something together compiled, but we're not giving drop rates or anything like that. Whoops. It's so hard to ramp Jessica. I know she doesn't have to be an incredible attacker, but it does legitimately make me sad how hard it is to use her Sig. Just because of how quickly she kills things once you get rolling. Yeah, I agree with you, John. I'm not going to commit to anything, but it is at minimum a problem. The way that saving backup for a true backup impacts the revive economy. Hey, Vega, how's it going? Good timing. Since the Maestro there is really hard. Yeah, you are not wrong. I'm on the leftmost path, and that Maestro is terrible. I have not made it to the damage cap yet, without scrubbing it up and dying to a special one somewhere. He does so much damage. You mean about the rewards, man? It's not my call, but the people whose call it is want it to feel more like raids in other games where there is an element of discovery to it. There's no element of discovery to here's a table you're rolling on. Take care, Cyber. Thanks, Cooper. Or Copper. I actually did not use him this time, but that's just because I am so enamored of my rank 2 Spider Ham lately. Yeah, I think it is extremely fair to say that a lot less than every death in Necropolis was 40 units. Ah, hero use. Do I have anything to open? No, no, I do not. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream here. Got to get a war video out for tomorrow. For those of you who watch my war videos, I'll be doing War 11 tomorrow, and then I'll probably wait for War 12 because it was only 3 fights until we have rewards, and then I'll just package those together. One of the fights was pretty darn exciting, though. I was dodging Domino Special 1s with 6 Daunted on me for about 2 minutes, and my heart still works, so do cardio, everyone. Anyway, take care, everybody. Have a good one.